So guys, in today's episode of Another Creative Designs, I'll be teaching you guys how to make a wedding paper bag in CorelDRAW, and I'll be using the CorelDRAW, the Adobe Illustrator, and also we're going to be using the Photoshop. So these are my resource files. We're going to be making use of this resource file to make our designs, and this video is going to be a lengthy video, so don't skip any part of this video because it's going to be useful to you and it's going to be educative. So let's hop into our CorelDRAW and get started. So this is our CorelDRAW, and we're going to be creating a new workspace. We're going to be creating a canvas. So come to your file, create new. We are going to be using an A3 size to make our paper bag. All right, so this is the name. We are going to title it let's use the Omote wedding bag. So the preset, we're going to leave the preset the way it is. The number of pages, we're going to leave it 1, and we're going to be using the RGB. And the paper size, we're going to be changing it to A3. Just scroll and you see the A3 size there. The width, we're going to leave it as default and change the measuring units to inches, and we're going to leave the rotation as portrait. The resolution is going to be as 300, all right, dpi. So just hit the OK. Okay, so this is our workspace, and we are going to be bringing in our background. So these are our resource files, and I have my color guide. This is going to be our color guide. So let me just this is going to be our color guide. So I'll drag the color guide into my workspace. All right, so these are my color guide. All right, so these are my color guide. So I will bring in this background, the black background. So we're going to be using this background. So just drag into your CorelDRAW. All right, okay, so this is my background. I'm going to reduce the background. Just come to the edge of this background and reduce it. So I'm going to be using a ruler here. Just drag in, just come here and drag a ruler. Okay, drop a ruler here, bring down another ruler here, okay, and bring down another ruler here, right? Okay, so just bring this down a bit. Okay, so I'll just bring in this background here, just drag in the background. Meanwhile, okay, I'm going to create a right angle. Just double click on the right angle area here and bring in this. Just reduce that. Yeah, okay, reduce this. Right, so this is our right angle here. So I'm going to power clip this background inside this right angle. So I will come to my objects, I come to the power clip and select a place inside. So just hit inside. Okay, so see what we have there. So I'm going to edit the content of this right angle. So I will right click on this right angle and edit the power clip, drag and drag to fit the space. Right, okay, so I got this background on the site called Free Pix. So a Free Pix is a site where you can actually get a free template. It comes as a vector template, it comes as an Adobe Illustrator template, and it comes as Photoshop template. You can actually get a mockup in that Free Pix site. Okay, so and in today's episode I'm going to be teaching you how to extract and make use of the template. So it's going to be a lengthy video, but just stick around to the end of this video because it's going to be useful too, and every part of this video is going to give you an idea on what to do when you have such job. All right, so this are the templates I got from Free. You can go to Google, just type your Free Pix template, okay, and go to the site. So I'll be extracting this template using the Adobe Illustrator. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to extract the template and how to make use of it. So I'll be extracting this luxurious golden logo. So just right click on it, open. It comes as a WinRAR file. Yeah, it comes as a WinRAR file, you can see. Okay, so I'm going to be using this one here, the Adobe file. There you can see the Adobe, the AI logo is already there, so just double click on it. Okay, so it's going to open in Adobe Illustrator. So it's loading now. It takes a little time to open. Don't worry, it's going to open. So okay, just hit the close. Okay, so you can see this is what we are going to be using. All right, so I'm going to be deleting some things that will not be needing here. Okay, just ungroup everything. All right, this is the Adobe Illustrator interface. Okay, so I'll be deleting the things that will not be needing. Okay, so I'll delete this, and I'm going to delete, just ungroup them, delete this too. I'm going to delete. Okay, all right, so this is what we have. I'm going to be deleting this background. So come to your layer. This is a layer here. You can see the layer icon in Adobe Illustrator. You can see that the background layer is locked, so we can't delete it. Okay, we can't delete right now. So what we need to do is to unlock it so we can delete the background. Okay, so I'm going to hit this, keep the padlock you see here, just hit it. All right, you can see right now it is unlocked and we can delete the background. Okay, good. So this is actually what we want to make use of in our CorelDRAW. Okay, so what I will do right now, I'm going to save this as a PDF. So go to your file, save as. All right, so I'm going to, let's come to our folder where we are working here. Just use something. Okay, so I'm going to change the format to PDF. You can see PDF there. Okay, just hit the OK and save. All right, so don't worry about the setting. The setting is okay. You can just use that custom or the default setting. Just save as PDF. It's saving. Okay, it's saving. So let's open our resource file and see if it's there. Okay, you can see now we have it on our PDF. So what I need to do right now, I'm going to just copy this PDF, copy, and go to our CorelDRAW here and hit the paste. Right, so I'm going to leave it as, I'm going to change it as curve and hit the OK. Alright guys, so you can see we have this stuff. Actually we got this from FreePix and we extracted it in Adobe Illustrator, then we bring it down here to CorelDRAW. So this is what we are going to be doing on the resource files we're going to be using in CorelDRAW. So you can see this is what we have. I'm going to ungroup this. Okay, I'll bring this out. Don't worry, bring this out. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. So I'll be using this very one here. So what I need to do now, I'm going to hit the Ctrl G on my keyboard to group it. So it's grouped now, and I have my color guard here. So I'll be using this color guard. I'll be using this color guard on this ornament here, on this stuff here, this one here. So what I need to do now, I'm going to copy the property of our color guide here. So what I need to do is go to edit, copy property from, so select that one, and I'm going to be using just the fill here, just the field here. So I'm select the field and hit OK. So it comes with this arrow. You can see the arrow here, just hit the color there, the color guard. Boom. Alright, so you can see what we have there. Okay, so what I need to do, I'm going to create a cycle here. You can see, come here and select your ellipse tool. You can hit the F7 on your keyboard, or you can just come there and click and hold down Control to have a perfect cycle. So this is a perfect cycle. I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to increase it. Just hold down your shift to increase and that to have a perfect shape. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'm going to be using a black stuff, a black background in that stuff. So what I need to do, I'm going to be making use of this our background. Okay, so just bring out your background, just copy your background here, just copy it here. I'm going to extract that. Okay, so I have that extracted from the power clip. So I'm going to be using this area. So I'm going to power clip this very background inside our cycle. So you can actually go to the object and go to power clip and place inside the cycle. Right, let's edit the content. Okay, alright, okay, just hit the finish. Okay, so this is what we have here. I'm going to increase it a bit. Alright, and remove the outline. Okay, so and we are going to be using, we're going to be typing in our text. So select your text tool, or you can hit the F8 on your keyboard and type. Okay, so I'm going to write D and G. Okay, that's the abbreviation for the name of the couple, Diana and George. Okay, so this is what I'm going to hit the Control K on my keyboard to break that apart. Alright, so here I'm going to be using a font called a Gateway Signature. Just come to your character here and type a gateway. Just type a gateway. You can scroll, hit the enter. Okay, and just break that in. Okay, so and also we are going to be using this our color guard here. We're going to be using this color guard. So select your D and G, go to edit, select the property. Okay, I'm going to use the field and hit OK, and boom. Alright, so that is what we have. So I'm going to create a small cycle in there. Okay, just bring it in here. Okay, this time around you can actually use black too. Okay, bring that in. Just bring that in. Alright, good. So this is what we have. So I'm going to change this to black. Okay, and I'm going to be using this black, this very color, to cut off that area from these two text, D and G. Alright, see what I mean here? I'm going to select the cycle, select the G and hit the trim. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the G, hit the trim and delete the cycle. Alright, you can see what we have there. So I'm going to be putting this end in that area. Okay, alright, so this is what we have, D and G. So bring it into that cycle. Alright, so change the end there to white. Okay, so we have the end there changed to white. So I'm going to increase that. Okay, so fine, this is what we have. So I'm going to put a kind of flora under this very cycle. So let's go to our resource file. So this, we're going to open this and also extract, convert it to PDF and take it to our CorelDRAW. Alright, so I am going to be deleting just the way we did on the first template we got. So I'm going to be deleting some of these stuffs, and I'm going to be leaving the one I will be needing. So I will ungroup them, just ungroup, just keep ungrouping them. Okay, ungroup, I will ungroup this, that, and ungroup. Alright, just ungroup them. Okay, okay, you can see that our background is actually locked. So just go to our layer there and unlock that background. So delete the background. All I need is just this flora, this that looks like a flora. So I'm going to save this as a PDF. Go to your file and save as, then go to where we have our resource file, and I'm going to type flora. You can name it what you can remember. So I'm going to change the format to PDF and just hit that save. Alright, and leave it at the default setting and save. So go to your resource file. You can see we have it here now. So just copy that stuff and go to your CorelDRAW and hit the paste. Okay, alright, good. So you can see what we actually have here. This is looking so nice. That's why I said don't skip any part of this video, because it's going to be useful to you. Alright, so let's copy the same property of our color guide. Alright, go to edit, copy property, and hit the OK. Then alright, so you can see we have this beautiful design there. Alright, so I'm going to bring this down. So we have this stuff here, and I just group them and bring it in our area. So you can see it's making sense right now. So what I need to do right now is to bring in our image. So go to your resource file. I have this image. I crop this image in CorelDRAW. So if you want to know how to crop as a professional in CorelDRAW, go and watch the video. I have the video on the description link. Go and watch how to crop as a pro in CorelDRAW. So I'll just drag this here to our workspace. Okay, so we have this picture here. So I'm going to bring this picture in. I'm going to reduce this picture. So I'm going to reduce that picture in here. Just reduce that. Okay, so we have this picture in there. So I'm going to take this up a bit. Let's take this here up and increase it. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so we are going to increase this picture a bit. Alright, so I'm going to just drag it and adjust it. So I'm going to be using our shape tool here. I'm going to be using this shape tool here to trim the parts that we are not going to be using. So just drag to select these two areas and show down shift. Okay. Alright, so do the same to the sides. Okay, so do the same to the sides too. Alright, so this is what we have in there. So I'm going to increase this picture, just increase it. I want the face to be bold. You can actually do what you feel it is fine for you. Okay, this is what I will be doing. Just cut down the part, cut this part off. Okay, that's fine. But we just have to increase this area here. Just increase this shape here. Increase that's good, because this is the major area of the paper bag. Okay, so bring down your bag down here. Okay, so let's increase that side. Just increase. Alright, so there is no formula in design. You just need to do something creative. What do we need to do right now? So I'm going to bring in that very background again. I'm going to bring in this background to our workspace. Don't worry, you'll see what we need that background again to do. All right. Okay, so this is the background again. So what I need to do right now, I'm going to use this background to fade down this area. So I will just cut down this area, just cut this area down, cut it, don't worry, cut it. Okay, so I'm going to convert this. I'm just going to convert this, go to bitmap, convert to bitmap, and just hit the OK. The mode is going to be on RGB and hit the OK. All right, so I'm going to flip it to the other angle. So come to flip here, the mirror flip. You can see what we have here. So reduce that to fit in that very shape. Just see, reduce. Okay, so I'm going to adjust that. So I'm going to be using our transparent tool here. Come to this area, use the transparent tool to just fade down this part. All right, good. You can see what we're actually achieving there. Okay, so we're going to be putting our information in that dark area, in that black area. Okay, all right, this is cool, this is very cool. Okay, so I'm going to be adding their names and also the dates of the the wedding. So meanwhile, I'm going to use this. I'm going to be using this stuff here. So just bring that stuff in here, bring it here, just shift page up to bring it up. So I'm going to just copy that stuff, just copy, drag to copy, then I'm going to flip it again. All right, you can see we have this particular design here. So I'm going to be typing their names, Diana and George. All right, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to be using that very font we use, the gateway. Change that. Okay, hit the K to break that apart. I'm going to change the and. You can see that the and is missing, so let's use this and. Okay, so change that color to white. Okay, make it bigger. All right, so drag that. All right, so I'm going to be adding the date of the wedding. So just type the date. It's 30th June 2022. And the Saturday front of that. So I'm going to be using a font called Metropolis. Just type Metropolis. Hit the enter on your keyboard, and you can actually change the Metropolis to the bolder one. Okay, just use a bolder Metropolis. Okay, I'm using the medium, so change that to white and just neutralize everything there. Okay, so this is the front of the paper bag. So we are going to be making the side of the paper bag. Okay, so this is the front and this is going to be the side. This is going to be the side area, and this is going to be the down part of the bag. This is going to be folded, and this is also going to be folded inside the bag. So this is our area. So let's create the side of the bag. All right, this is what we're going to be using for the bag. Okay, let me extract it inside. Okay, I actually got this stuff, this mandala in the free picks. So you can go to the site and download a template for yourself. It's very easy to use. Okay, so I'll be creating a right angle here. Just get a perfect right angle to suit the front. Okay, create that. Okay, just have to make everything align with each other. That's what makes your work look professional. Okay, the ruler, I have to bring it down. Bring this down. Okay, so this is our right angle, and we are going to be using our color guard. So select that, go to your edit, copy the property, hit the select the copy property, select the OK, and select that. Okay, so this is the side of our paper bag. Okay, right, this is the side. I'm going to be using this mandala I got from the free piece. I'm going to power clip that inside this area. So just select that, go to your objects and go to your power clip and select the place inside the frame. Select, and you can see the arrow change. Just hit the OK. Wow, that's interesting, that's good. Edit the content. I want to bring that up, so I'm going to copy this here, then bring it down. Copy this, then flip it and hit the finish. Alright, so this is actually what we let's just adjust that. Adjust that. Alright, hit the finish. Okay, so this is the side. Okay, and we are going to be adding a new, we're going to put a new image. Okay, so just go to your resource file. I'll be using this very picture for the side, so just drag that to your current draw. Okay, so I'm going to power clip this very picture inside this place. So just select, go to the objects, select place inside here. Alright, wow, that's, let's edit the content. Edit. Just adjust that and hit the finish. Okay, so this is the side of our paper bag. Let's adjust that picture and just adjust that and hit the finish. Alright, so this is what we have. So I'm going to copy this very stuff here and bring it in here and now change the color. So just copy this, select everything here and copy it, just drag and right click. Okay, so bring that in here. But meanwhile, I'm going to be changing that color to black. I'm going to be changing this color to black. So ungroup this now. I'm going to change this to black. Okay, so select your black color and select this to black too. And we're going to leave that as the color we have inside. Alright, this is cool. So let's copy their names too. Let's copy their names in here. Wow, that's nice. Let's change it to black. Change that to black. Good. So bring down the dates. Alright, so this is the side of our paper bag. Remember that paper bag comes in two side ways. So this is, we're going to make another design for the other side of the bag. Okay, so right now I'm going to create a base for the background. This is going to be the bottom area of the background. So create a right angle, just double click your right angle. It comes with this. Okay, just double click so you can bring that down. Alright, so this is what we have here. So I'm just going to copy this property again, go to the edit, copy property and copy the field here. Alright, cool. So I'll just have to copy this up. So just drag this and use it to fill this area. Alright, so this is our front and side paper bag. So we are going to copy this, duplicate it, and make a design for the side of the other side of the bag. Okay, so what I need to do right now, I'm just going to copy this bag here now. Just copy the bag, everything, select everything, just drag that here. Alright, so this is going to be the front, the side, one of the sides of the bag, and this is going to be the other side of the bag. So I'll start making a new design for this bag. So I'm going to delete everything here. I'm going to be changing that picture. So delete that. So the background, I'm going to be using a gold background. So let's change this. So I'm going to delete this power clip, just delete that. Okay, just finish. Alright, so we have this, our color guide, just copy that here. So increase that stuff here, bring it in our power clip. Okay, so we have this here now. So I'm going to go to edit, I'm going to the object, select the power clip and place inside this very area. Alright, you can see what we actually have in there. So drag this up to fill in the right angle. Alright, good. So I'm going to be using this very stuff here. I'm going to be using it inside that area. So I'm going to go to object and also power clip that inside this stuff to give us a kind of nice texture. Alright, you can see the texture we have in there. Alright, just hit the finish. Okay, so I'm going to change this stuff. I'm going to change this stuff here. I'm going to change this to black. So since I have the black here, I'll just copy this black here, bring it in here, then increase that, just increase. So this is going to be black on gold. This is looking cool already. So go to our resource file, and I'm going to be using one of these pictures. Okay, just bring in that picture into your workspace. Alright, so increase that picture. Let's bring it in. Wow, increase that. Alright, this is cool. So I'm using our shape tool to trim some of these areas off. So just bring that. This area off and reduce that picture. See how the wife is, the bride is smiling to the groom. Wow, this couple are looking so cute, they're looking beautiful. Alright, so this is the front area of the bag. So we're going to actually do a kind of a shade of this color on here. Okay, just bring this here, bring this here. Okay, bring that up. Okay, I'm going to convert this to bitmap. Just convert to bitmap, and I'll leave the mode to the RGB. So use your transparent tool to just fade this area down. Okay, you can see the way I'm fading it. Okay, so bring that stuff we have under here up. So change this to black, just change everything to black. So I'm making this this video look so easy for you to to do. Okay, I'm going to be dropping the resource file, but I'm not going to be dropping the picture. So I'm going to be dropping every other resource file for you to practice and do something similar to it, right? Okay, so you can do something similar and send to my Instagram or my Facebook to see your artwork. Okay, I'm so passionate to see you improve. I just want you to improve on in your graphic designs. Okay, so this is actually what we have here. So right now we are going to be using our Photoshop to do a mockup. All right, so let's open our Photoshop to make a mockup. You will see what a mockup is. All right, so we are going to be creating a mockup for this design. In case you don't know what a mockup is, don't worry, you're going to find out what a mockup really is. So we have our Photoshop here, we have our Adobe Photoshop, and I have the mockup I downloaded from FreePix. Okay, so I'm going to double click this very mockup, the Photoshop mockup. It's going to automatically open in Adobe Photoshop. Alright, so you can see what a mockup is. This is a mockup. Okay, this is a mockup, and this is the design I actually made in CorelDRAW. Okay, so I will show you how I made this mockup in Photoshop. Okay, so this is our design. We have the design. So what I need to do now, I'm going to export this very design to a JPEG or a PNG. Alright, so I'm going to export that. Go to your file, going to export, go to your export. Okay, alright, loading. So I'm going to, let me save it here. Okay, I'm going to be using PNG. Alright, so I just want to maintain that RGB look on that design. So I'm going to hit the export. It's actually loading. Okay, it's loading. So I'll just have to leave the setting just the way it is here, the color mode to RGB 24 bits, and I'm going to just hit the OK. Alright, it's actually exporting, so just hold on for it to export. Alright, so just go to your resource file to see if your design has exported. Okay, you can see we have the exported stuff here. So what I need to do right now, I'm going to drag this stuff, I'm going to drag it to our Photoshop. So just watch the way I'm going to drag it. You can actually drag it, you can actually open it, but meanwhile, okay, let's just try the open. I think that will be easy for us. Go to your file and locate your folder. Okay, I have the desktop here. Just double click the desktop, come to your paperback tutorial, and okay, just open this, just click open. Alright, so you can see this is actually what we designed in CorelDRAW. So we've brought it here in Photoshop. So what I need to do, I just want to teach you guys how to edit your mockup. You can get the mockup in the FreePix site and edit it to your content. So I'll go to my mockup. You can see the layers of the mockup. You can see. Alright, you can see here. I just fix this area here. Let's fix that area so you don't get confused. Okay, let me just fix everything here so you don't get confused. Alright, so you can see we have this very color, we have this effect on the top of this object. So when you open this object here, okay, you can see we have the when you shade the layer, you can see each part has its own mockup. So by the time you shade this layer, just hit this eye stuff here, you can see it's telling you that that's actually the mockup for that very bag. When you shade this layer, you can see it's telling you that it's actually the mockup for this very bag. Okay, so when you check this too, it's telling you that it is the mockup for that very bag. Okay, so if you do this too, it's telling you that there is an effect on that stuff. Okay, so just for you not to get confused, I'm trying to fix one or two for you so you don't get confused. Don't worry, we are going to, you can see this very one is for that area too. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'm going to be using our image. This is our design. I'm going to be using this very design. I'm going to be using this very design on this stuff here. Okay, so I'm going to use this very tool here. Look at this right angle Mark 2. You can hit the M to cut out this area. So just select, drag, cut out this area, hit the Ctrl J to duplicate that. So you can see I have this cut off from this very one. So what I need to do now, go to your mockup, select that very one you want to change. Okay, right now I'll be changing this one here. So come to this place. This is a smart object. Double click on that very object. You can see it here. You bring out, it pops out with this stuff. Just hit the OK. So this is actually the design. So what you need to do now, go to your design here, that one that you have cut off from this stuff. See, look at it here. So just bring it here. Just drag it here. You can see. Just hit the Ctrl T to select and adjust the size. Just adjust it, don't worry. Alright, so this might not be the actual size of the mockup. Don't worry, you can actually fix that. Just fix that. It's just a mockup, don't worry. Not going to start any stuff. Alright, so hit the enter and save. You must save. If you don't save, it will not reflect on that mockup. So you must save this stuff. Alright, so now go to your mockup. So you can see that it's actually applied on that mockup. So this is how you're going to do on these two images. Let's assume we want to change this very one. We want to change this one here. This one, we want to change this very one to black. So what I need to do is double click these two, hit the OK. Okay, you can see what we have here. So let's just shine that one. Okay, let's just leave that one and drag in this black, this one here. Just drag it into this one. Just drag it, don't worry. Just save. Okay, you can see. Now when you save, when you hit the save, it's going to apply on the main mockup. Now you can see what we have there. So let's change this to our gold color here. Okay, this is what we're going to change now. Double click that. Okay, hit the OK. So come to your design. I'm going to cut up this area. Just cut out this area. Cut out that area. Just hit the Ctrl J to select your layer here. Hit the Ctrl J. Okay, so we have that. See, you can see it. Just bring it to that one here. Hit the T to adjust that. Hit the T, Ctrl T to bring that in. Let's zoom in. Let's see what we are actually doing. Don't worry, just a mockup. Okay, so this is how you're going to show your client what you're actually doing for them. Okay, you can actually adjust that. Don't worry, hit the enter. Okay, and hit the save. Alright, so you see what we actually have. This is our mockup. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for you to know when I drop another video. Okay, so this is our paperback design. So right now we have made use of our CorelDRAW, and we have made use of our Adobe Illustrator, and we have made use of our Photoshop. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, stay tuned. I'm still your host, Crown Jeremiah. Hi guys, it's your coach Crown Jeremiah, and in today's episode of another creative designs, we are going to be doing a burger flyer design. So stick around to the end of this video, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell in order to notify you when I drop my next video. So I'll be doing a burger flyer design. So let's hop into our Photoshop and start doing the magic. This is what we're going to be doing in Photoshop. It's gonna be a burger flyer design, and this is our Photoshop, and we have our color profile, and we'll be using this color profile to make our designs. So without wasting much time, let's get started. This is our resource file. All right, okay, I'll drag this to my current my Photoshop. I'll drag that to my Photoshop. Alright, so I have this on my Photoshop. You hit the enter on your keyboard. Right, so these are my layers. Okay, so what I need to do is open this place. You see an arrow here, just open and select the ellipse tool. Click the ellipse tool and draw an ellipse tool. You can hold down the shift on your keyboard to have a perfect ellipse tool cycle. Okay, then I'm going to drag it up. I'm going to hit the Ctrl T on my keyboard to select. Then I'm going to expand it a bit. Alright, expand it. Okay, boom. So I have this. Alright, so I'm going to bring this down. Okay, so I'm going to bring this eclipse below our image, the burger image. So just drag it down. Alright, so we have this. So I'm going to select the burger, drag it down, then Ctrl T on your keyboard to select it, then expand. Alright, so we have this right now on our workspace. What I need to do right now is to power clip this burger inside our cycle. So what do? Come to the layer, then hold down the alternative. See what happens there. It changed to an arrow there, so hit the OK, just hit it, boom. So this is what we have. So I'm going to select the two layers and drag it up a bit, okay. Alright, so I'm going to select just the cycle layer, then hit Ctrl T on my keyboard, then expand it a bit. Okay, alright, good. So this is what we have here. What I need to do right now is I'm going to create another eclipse tool, but meanwhile I'll have to select these two and group it together. So select the two, just select the two items, then hit the Ctrl G on your keyboard. Alright, so we are going to rename this group. I'll go to layer, then rename the group. I'm going to hit the rename. I'll type burger layer. So that's what I have there. I will now adjust that layer. Right, good. So what I need to do right now, I'm going to create another cycle here. So go to my cycle here, select the cycle, hold down shift to have a perfect cycle. Alright, so I have another cycle, so I'll bring it here, then I'll bring it, come to your layer, bring it below your layer. Alright, so this is what we have. So I'm gonna drag it up a bit, then I'm going to hit the Ctrl T on my keyboard, then expand it a bit, expand it here. Okay, then I'll hit the OK. Alright, so we have this eclipse tool, like I said, and we are going to be using this color profile here to design our burger flyer. So right now I have this color here, so I'm going to right click on this here and select the right angle here, this one. Okay, so what we need to do, we are going to copy the properties of this right angle and apply it on this eclipse or this cycle. So I'll come to my layer, right click, copy layer style. Okay, I'll copy, then come to my cycle here, then I'll paste the layer style. Alright, so this is what we have. Okay, so what we need to do right now is create our burger name. Like I'm going to add the name here. So what I need to do right now is I need to draw a right angle with a curved edge. So I will come here right now, open this shape, you see a round right angle. So select the right angle, then I will draw a round right angle. Okay, so the reason why you are not seeing this round right angle is because it is below the burger layer. So I'm going to drag it up. Good. Okay, so you can see it, and you can also use the control and the open brackets to bring down your layer. So what I need to do right now is bring this here. Okay, Okay, so what we need to do right now is select the text tool. We need to start adding the information to our design. So I will come here, select the text tool, then I will change the font. I will change the font to, let's see how big it will. Okay, select. Okay, so write the grill and burger shop. Don't worry, we're going to adjust that. Okay, so drop, then come to this place here. You will see this arrow here. I can also increase it, probably use 30. So we can see now there are line spacing. Okay, let's leave it on cap and low. Okay, so I'm going to change the first letter to capital and shop to change it to capital. So what I need to do is separate this words, separate the words. So I'm going to select, I'll cut it off, then I'll select that. So I'm going to select and paste. So I'll do the same, cut, paste. Alright, so we have our texts separated. Change our font style. So I will select the grill here, then come to our font style here, then I will use the alright, I'll be using this font. Okay, then I will increase a bit. So the value now we have 60. So what I need to do, I'll be using this color profile here. I'll be using this color profile on the grill and burger here. Okay, to select the right angle, then right click on the right angle, then copy the layer style just like we did before. Copy layer style, then select your grill, select it, then paste. Okay, so select the burger tool, then go to the layer, right click and say paste layer style. Do the same to all. Select, paste layer style. So this we are going to be using white, so I will select the and. Okay, then double click, go to your layer, double click, then change the color to white. Alright, so we are going to select the whole of this. Hold down your shift and start selecting them. When you right click, it comes with the name, then you hit the select, right click, then burger comes up, right click, then shop. So we drag it up. Okay, alright, so this is the name. So what we need to do right now is I'm going to group these letters together. So just hit the Ctrl G on your keyboard, then I'm going to rename it. Go to your layer, then rename the group. I'll rename it to grill and burger shop. Okay, so we have it grouped now. So what we need to do, I will need to change the color of this round right angle. This I'm going to change the color. Double click, come to your layer, double click it, double click, then go to the gradient. You can see what happens. Gradient here, select the gradient, then come to the gradient color here, open the gradient. I'm going to be using the black and the ash, so I'll change it here now. Alright, so see what we have here. Okay, then hit the OK. Alright, so this is what we have. So we are going to add another right angle, then make it a bit bigger than this one. So what I need to do is I'm going to hit the Ctrl J selecting the layer, hit the Ctrl J on your keyboard. So we have the layer, we have the two layers, so I'm going to rename them. I'm going to go to layer and rename the first one. I'll write right angle, burger right angle, burger right angle, shape 1. Then I'm gonna do this, rename, go to layer, rename burger rectangle, shape 2. Alright, so I'm going to increase this shape 2 here. Just hit the Ctrl T on your keyboard, increase it. Alright, so we have it increased. Okay, we have it increased. So I'm going to change the color now. Hit the, just double click it, the layer there, double click, comes up with this. Hit the layer, then change the color. I'm going to be using this color. Just increase it. You can use a color that will suit you. Right, okay, and hit the OK. So I have this. I'm going to raise it up a bit. Going to raise it up. Alright, so this is what we have. Let's adjust this grill, this layer, let's adjust it a bit. So we have this. So what I need to do right now is select all these items here, then group them together. So I'm going to select the whole layers. This, just hold down the shift on your keyboard and select, then hit the Ctrl G. You can see it is grouped now. Everything is grouped here. Alright, so what we need to do is rename it. Come to layer and rename. We're going to hit title or burger title. Okay, alright, so this is what we have. So what I need to do right now is I'll click, then hit the Ctrl T on my keyboard to adjust it. So you see this, I'll right click on this and I will be using this Q. I'll select this Q right now and hit the select, so I can start adjusting it here. So I'll be using this slant stuff here, slant, making it slant a bit, then bring it up, then bring it up. Okay, you hit the enter on your keyboard. So I will select this grill burger shop, then bring everything down. Remember, it is grouped. Okay, all right, so this is what we have here. What I need to do right now, I'm going to put the slogan under it. So I'll be typing ... 3 dots, dripping yummy food. Okay, so you can change the font, you can use the Avant. Alright, so I'm using this font. Okay, then I'm going to reduce it, then bring it up. I'm going to change the color. Select this area color, change it to white. Okay, alright, okay, then bring it up. Okay, so we have this yummy stuff. I'm going to space the letters, then come select the text, open this area here, then change the spacing here to, let's try 25. Okay, we can try 70 or 100, it's okay. Alright, just to get what will suit our design. Alright, so this is what we have there. What we need now is start bringing our images. So I have my resource file here. These are my resource file, and I'll be using this image here. So I'll drag this into my workspace. Just drag it in, hold and drag. Alright, so this is what I have here. So what I need to do right now is I'm going to start power clipping our image inside this shape. Alright, so I'm going to bring our shape in. I'm going to bring our image. I'll drag this to our workspace. Alright, hit the enter on your keyboard, reduce it, hit enter. So what I need to do is drag the layer. I'm going to drag this very layer up. Alright, so drag it up here. So let's rename that to image 1. Okay. Alright, so what we need to do right now is bring it in here, drag it. Alright, so before we can power clip this image inside our shape, we need to convert this to a smart object. So right click on this layer and convert it to a smart image. So right now it is converted to a smart image. What we need to do is power clip this our image inside the shape. So how do we do that? Hold down your alternative on the keyboard. When you hold it up and select the shape, see what happens there. It brings an arrow, so just hit it, so it's power clipped inside our curved shape. Alright, it's power clipped inside our curved shape. So I'll just start adjusting by selecting the image here and start adjusting. Alright, good. So this is what we have there. Alright, so I'm going to group this. I'll select the 2 layers and group it. Hit the Ctrl G on your keyboard. Okay, so I'll go there and rename the layer. I'll use food image 1. Okay, you can just rename your layer to what you can remember. Alright, so I have this. So what I need to do right now is to duplicate this layer, because we are going to be adding more images inside the layer. So I'll need to duplicate this. Okay, so press the Ctrl J on your keyboard by selecting the layer. So you can see we have the image, we have the food image 1 and the food image 1 copy. So I'll drag. Okay, so I'll rename this other one, the food image 1, I'll rename it to food image 2. Alright, okay, so what I need to do right now is go and drag our food image to the image we are going to be using. So we are going to be using this grilled chicken. I'll drag it into our workspace. Okay, alright, good. Just hit the enter on your keyboard. So we have it here now. So what I need to do now, reduce it. Hit the Ctrl T and reduce it. Okay, good. Alright, so what I need to do is open up this layer. You can see an arrow there. Open the layer, open. So I will drag this baked chicken or grilled chicken inside here. See what happens. Then I'm going to delete this image 1 here, delete it. Alright, see what happens. It automatically fit into the shape. Alright, so bring it up and increase it. Alright, so this is what we have. So I'm going to select this 2 image right now by holding the shift, select, then hit the Ctrl T on your keyboard, then reduce it. I'm going to reduce everything. Alright, so I would adjust this. I'll adjust this image 1, adjust it. Then this image 2, I'll adjust. Alright, so increase this by hitting the control, increase it. Okay, this is what we have. So I'm going to copy this image 2 again, hit the Ctrl J. So we have it here now. So I will have to rename it again, rename, and I'll use 3. So drag the tree. You can see the magic here. So I'm going to select these 3 images. Yeah, then hit the Ctrl T on your keyboard and reduce all of them. Alright, so I'm going to bring this image here now, bring it up a bit. Okay, then select the tree, bring it up here. Alright, so what we need to do now, we're going to change the image of this inside our curve. So I'll go there, I'll go to our resource file right now, I'll drag this inside our workspace, drag it, boom. So hit the enter on your keyboard. Alright, so I will hit the Ctrl T on my keyboard and reduce it. Okay, so I'm going to open this group image tree, then I will drag this inside our shape. Okay, so I'll remove this, drag it, see what happens, then I will remove this, then drag this in. Okay, wow, so this is our yummy stuff in there. All right, so this is what we have, but meanwhile we have to adjust this food image, this burger image. We are going to this burger image, so we are going to adjust this image, this burger layer. So come to your burger layer, open the burger layer, select the burger, and then adjust it. So you can actually increase it by hitting the Ctrl T. Don't worry, once it is power clip you can also adjust. All right, okay, so this is what we have. So let's start putting our images again. Let's start putting our test information. So I'm going to create, right now I'm going to create a right angle. Select the right angle and create a right angle. Okay, we have it black, so I will be using this color guide here. This color guide is very one, we're going to be using it on this. So I'll right click on this one, copy the layer style, then select the right angle here, then I'm going to hit the paste layer style. Okay, so you can see, so we're going to rename this. I'll rename it to base, down base background, base BG. All right, okay, so we have the down base BG here. So what I need to do, I'll bring this my rough stuff here. You see the rough text, I have it here. All right, in case you want the resource file, comment on the section below. I'm going to send the resource file to your email address. So I'll drag this right now and paste, then hit the enter on your keyboard. So I'll bring it down here, don't worry. Okay, you can see we have this shape. So what I need to do now is to put a shadow. I want to put a shadow on this. So I'll double click on this, double click, it comes up with a dialog box. Then I'll select the drop shadow, hit the drop shadow, then I'm going to bring it up. Good, you can drag it, you can use this angle, you can use the angle here, but I'll be dragging it up here. Okay, just drag it up, don't worry. You can actually walk outside the dialog box even while the dialog box is still on. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the opacity a bit, then I'm going to increase the size, increase the opacity again, and then hit the OK on. Alright, so you can see what we have here. Alright, so you can see what we have here. So right now I'll bring in our wine. I'll bring in our wine. Yeah, so go to our resource file, drag the wine in here, then hit the enter on your keyboard. So we have the wine here. So you can see right now the wine is below our base background. So what I need to do is that you use the control and start hitting the close brackets on your keyboard. Alright, you can see right now we have it up here. I'll drag it up, down, drag it down, drag it down, and Alright, so we have our wine shop, our wine here. Okay, so let's start adding our information on the text. So right now we'll not be needing this color guard. Alright, so but we'll be needing this color guard. So let's leave this for now. We're going to leave this for now because we're going to be needing that very guard. Okay, so I'll go to my Word document. I have my information here, so I'll copy this, copy, go to your Photoshop, select your text tool, select and paste. Okay, you can see the text is below the base background, so I'm still going to use the control and the close bracket to raise it up. Alright, so you can see it is on the layer, on our base background layer. So I'm going to select the text, then break it. I'm going to break this into two. So select your text, then select the area you want to break, then bring it down. Okay, I'm going to select the text and open a character to close down the line spacing so I can reduce it, the line spacing. Good. So what we need to do right now is use our text tool to adjust this area. Okay, you can see. Alright, so we have it aligned to left. So I'm going to reduce the spacing of the text. Reduce it. I'm going to be using 10. Okay, and then I'll have to make it bold. Good. So we have it bold. So I'm going to increase it. Read the Control T on your keyboard to select, then increase it. Alright, good. So we have to bring in our order information. Okay, and we'll be adding our delivery service. Now copy it again. Just copy, Ctrl C on your keyboard, go to your Photoshop, select the text and paste. Alright, so I'm going to break the two, break. Alright, okay, so I have a broken, increase it. Alright, good. So I'm going to be making this, I'm going to use a lighter one here. I can use this, alright, or I can use the first one. I can use this. Alright, so we have our delivery here. So I will be putting a contact number. So I'll select this, go to Photoshop, go to pasting. I have to paste. Alright, so this pastes. Right now I'm going to be using a phone icon on the contact. Okay, so come to your shape, open this arrow here, you would see the custom shape. So see this custom shape, you can see some custom shapes here. In case you don't have this, you can actually come to here and add your custom shape in there. So if I want to add an ornament, I can select this and append it. Okay, alright, you can see it comes in. So right now I'm going to be using this icon here. Okay, alright, so I have this. I'm going to convert it to rasterize it, then change the color to white by double clicking. Alright, okay, so we have this. I'm going to hit the Ctrl T to adjust. Okay, let's increase this. Alright, enter. So this is what we have in here. So what we need to do right now is to put our 30 10% discount. So I will create a cycle tool here, roll down the shift to have a perfect cycle, then bring it in here, bring it in here. Alright, so I'll be using this color guide like I said. So what you need to do right now is right click on that, copy the layer style, then select your cycle, then the cycle, this is a cycle here, then okay, so increase this, just increase it. Alright, bring it in. Alright, you can see it's falling under this. So what we need to do, you can hold down you can press your control and the close bracket on your keyboard, it brings it up. So I'm changing it, the boldness, I'm going to change this to bold font. Right, you can actually change that for a bold font. Right, I think this is okay. Then change the color to white. Okay, then I'm going to type discount. Then I'm going to reduce the discount. Hit the Ctrl T on your keyboard and reduce it. Reduce it. Okay, and then adjust it. Right then, so this is what we have. So we're going to add our order information. Select this, I have it already. Select, copy. Let's change the color so we can see what we're actually doing. Change it and just paste. Alright, so I'm going to break it. Alright, so we have this. I'm going to cut this enjoy. I'm going to cut it off from here. Alright, okay, so I'm going to paste and I paste. So I'll be using a different font on the enjoy. Alright, so I'll be using a different font for the enjoy and hit. I'm using Father either. Okay, I use the Father Christmas, then increase with the control, increase it, increase, boom. Alright, so we have this here. Alright, I'm going to change the discount to white. Alright, so this is our burger flyer design. If you find this tutorial interesting, please do not forget to like, share and also subscribe to my channel. Alright, so let me just do a brief adjustment here. The image here, I'm going to select this image and just adjust it a bit. Okay, so let's add a shadow on our images. So double click on this group. Yeah, so double click on the group. You can turn off the light. You can see we have our shadow here. So increase the shadow a bit. Increase it, then reduce the opacity. Okay, and hit the OK. So what we need to do right now is just copy the property, the shadow property here. Copy, just right click on the group layer, copy layer, come to the other one, paste the layer, see what is happening there. So do the same. Okay, copy and you paste too. Alright, so this is our burger flyer design. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Until I come your way next time, I'm still your coach, Crown Jeremiah. Hello guys, I'm still your coach, Crown Jeremiah. I'm the creative director of CROWNSTAR SMART Creations. In today's episode of another creative designs, I'll be showing you guys 2 smart ways to crop a picture from a background and redefine the edges of the picture. And if you're new to my channel, Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and also hit the notification bell in order to get notified when I drop my next video. So stay tuned. Drag the picture into our workspace. You can actually copy your picture, come to your workspace and paste. Yeah, so we have our picture here on CorelDRAW. Right now we are going to be using the pen tool to crop this picture out of the background. So come to your toolbox, select the pen tool, then start clicking the edge of the picture. Just click and drop, click and drop, click and drop. So it's very easy using the pen tool to crop. Click and drop. Don't worry if you cannot trace the curve area properly. Don't worry, after dropping the pen tool you can actually use the shape tool to adjust the area that is not okay for you. So we are cropping this. Don't worry about the curve area, you can actually adjust it after cropping. So I'm going to be showing you how to redefine your edges, so your edges blends with your choice of background. Yeah, so you see some graphic artists miss out this particular step. You see, some graphic artists don't actually know what redefining edges means in CorelDRAW. So you will thank me later for showing you this. I'm going to show you how to redefine your edges. Good. Okay, now we're done with the cropping of the picture. So what we need to do is start adjusting the areas that we cut off, or the area that is not actually taking the shape of the picture. So what I'm going to do is come to my shape tool, select on my shape tool, right click on the node, call it node this place, then select curve. When I select the curve, I will now double click the node to have a curve shape. Same thing here, create a curve. So every area that is not actually curved, you can actually do the same by selecting the node and create, double click, right click, yeah, to curve, double click it. So you see we're having those areas. You can see this place is not taking the shape of the picture. So I'm going to right click here again and select the curve, then double click. Okay, you can actually adjust by dragging the lines inside to suit. I'm going to do the same to every areas that is not taking the shape of the picture. So just right click on the node, right click on the node. Okay, double click here. Now you have it curved. Right click here to make it curved. Good. You can drag to suit to follow the shape of the picture. Same here to curve. Good. So right now we have our pen tool tracing the picture. So what we need to do now is select our traced lines and select the picture. You can do that by holding shift on your keyboard, then select the two items, then come to the intersect. Use the intersect, the trace lines with your picture. So I'm going to hit the intersect. Good. So right now you can see I have my picture traced. But right now if you watch closely, I'm going to zoom so you can see. If you watch closely, you will realize that the edges of our picture is very sharp. What we are going to do is to redefine the edges. That is where the redefining comes in now. So how do we do that? Okay, let's place a background on this so we can know what we are actually doing. I'll create a black background here. Shift page down. Now watch. If you watch our picture, it has a sharp edge. Yes, it has a sharp edge. So what we need to do now is to redefine the edge, add feathers to the picture. That's what I mean by redefining the edges. So what I'll do is come to bitmap. I'll convert the picture to bitmap. Yeah, I'll change it to RGB. So we have the picture converted to RGB. What I need to do now is go to effects, go to blur, then go to feather. Now you can see what is going on here. You can see now that the picture is blending with the background, so you can actually adjust the width of your feather. So I would decrease a bit in order not to affect the picture. I'll reduce a bit. So now you see we now have right now you can see that our picture is cropped and blended properly with the background. Good. So when you watch closely, you will see that the edges of our picture has feather. Now watch this. You can see how sharp this looks. So this is what I mean by cropping and adding feather. When you crop and you add feather to your picture. We'll be using the shape tool to crop, and also we're going to be adding the feathers. We're going to define the edges. So I'm going to click on my shape tool here. Shape tools allows you to crop, resize pictures, and do a lot more. So I'm going to click on my shape tool. You can actually press F10 on your keyboard. So I'll select my shape tool, then double click on the lines on the edges of the picture. Double click. When you double click, it will create this box, this tiny box there. We call it the knot. We create a tiny box. What you need to do now, drag to the edge of your picture. So I'll do the same here. I'll do the same to the areas I want to cut off. So this place that has curve, what I need to do is right click on this line, this particular edge here, right click, then to curve, select to curve, then drag it down because of our curve there. So I'm going to do the same to all the areas that has curve. I'm going to do the same to all the areas that has curve. You can see I'm double clicking and adding knots, then here I'm doing that, and I'm adding curve. I'm adding that, doing that, adding knots, then adding curves. After cropping the background out, I'm going to redefine the edges again. Good. So we have the picture crop. Now when you see the edges of the picture here is very sharp, so I'm going to duplicate this, then add the feather on this. I'm going to add the feather on this picture now. So we watch closely and see the difference. So I'm going to bitmap this. Go to bitmap, select the convert to bitmap, then hit OK. I'm going to leave it at RGB and hit OK. So we have our picture converted to bitmap. What I need to do now is go to effects, come to blur, come to feather. See, just watch what is going to happen here now. Watch closely what is happening. Now I'm going to reduce the width so you can see how. Now when we reduce the width to 0, when we reduce the width to 1, see what happens. The picture remains as sharp as it was. So if I increase the width of the feather, see what happens. I'm increasing, see what happens, see what happens, see what happens. You can see now the edge of our picture is now blended with that feather and it's blending with our background. So you can actually put the number that will suit your background. So right now we have our picture blended to the background. So watch this, see this, see the difference here. You can see closely the difference here. This has feather and this has no feather. You can see the edge here, then and watch, you can see the edge. So thank you for watching this video. Until I come your way next time, I am still your coach, Crown Jeremiah. Hello guys, my name is Crown Jeremiah. Today I'll be showing you guys how to design a creative and a classic church flyer design using CorelDRAW 2021, Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and press the notification button in order to notify you when I drop my next video. Stay tuned to the end of this video. Thank you. Alright, welcome back. So let's get started. Today we are going to be doing a church flyer design. This is the church flyer design we are going to be doing. Yes, this is the church flyer design we are going to be doing using CorelDRAW 2021, and these are the resource files we are going to be using to design them. So let's go back to our CorelDRAW and get started. Now we are going to be creating a new page. We're going to be creating a new page. You can go to File, New. Now you can put your file name. I'm going to write tutorial flyer design. Then I'll leave it at custom presets, and the page size I'm going to be using A5, and I'll leave it at inches. The measuring distance is going to be in inches, and I'll leave it at 300. The resolution is going to be 300. Then I'll now press OK. Now we are on the workspace. This is the workspace, and this is where we are going to be designing the flyer. Now I'm going to copy. You can also drag the background, but I'm going to copy the background, come to CorelDRAW, then I'll paste the background. I'm going to hold down Shift and click on the edge of the background in order not to distort the image. So I'll drag, reduce it, reduce. Yes, so we're going to fit it to the size of the page. Now we have this background on it, and I'm going to bring in a torn paper. This is a torn paper I got from Free Picks. You can go to Free Picks and get any template you want there, and that's the reason why I said you need Adobe Illustrator on your computer in order to allow you edit or extract the template you got from free pics. So I'm going to be dragging it on our page. Yes, I'm dragging it on our workspace. This is where I got it from, free pics. So I'll expand, but I can also, because this is uneditable, I cannot edit this because it's already on PNG, but I can go to bitmap and trace it so that it can be editable. I can change my color and I can do whatever I want to do with it. So I'll trace. Now it's already traced. It's already traced. So I can change my color. I can change it to black. I can change it to white. I can change it to any color of my choice. So but right now I'm going to be leaving it on white. I have it on white right now, and so I'm going to be power clipping this image or this torn paper inside our background in order to allow us crop the edges of the torn paper. So I'll hold down and drag it inside. It will bring, I'll hold down, right click and drag it into our background. It will show me, oh hold on, sorry, a minute. I have to create a right angle and also power clip this inside, and also power clip this inside the right angle. Then now start adjusting to fit the size here. Boom. So yes, we have gotten the background fit into our right angle, and our torn paper fit inside our right angle also. So right now I will be bringing our pictures. These are the pictures we are going to be using. This I can drag to CorelDRAW, go back to our resource file, drag this again to CorelDRAW, go back to our resource file, drag this to our CorelDRAW, go back to our resource file and also drag this on our CorelDRAW. So let's start arranging our pictures to fit in on the design. So I have this. So this is going to come behind him. It's going to go, like, you can hold down your shift and press page down if you want the picture to go behind the other one. So I have it on it now. So, and I'm going to flip the picture towards the other direction by clicking on the mirror horizontal. Yep, good. So I'm going to be bringing these two to go behind all of the picture by holding the same shift and page down. So I'm going to be reducing the picture. This is reduce, and also bring this one in front of this and hold down shift and press page down too. So right now we've gotten our picture arrangement, but meanwhile we are going to flip this. Flip, yes, this is flipped already. Then increase the size of the picture, then these two increase a bit. Okay, yeah, good. So we have our picture arranged. So what I'm going to do now is group the picture by pressing Ctrl G on your keyboard. Good. So I'll bring this out. I've copied this out. So what I'll do is bitmap this one in order to allow me crop out some or make the edges of the picture in the same level. So undo, sorry, using RGB. Yep, it's already bitmap. So I'll use my shape tool and drag to the end to the edge of the two edges, then boom, now they are on the same level. I will reduce the picture, reduce, fit it in, or I can also power clip the picture inside the background. Drag this down, drag this down, drag it, increase, yep. Then I'll make sure that the torn paper is on the picture. So I'll hold down my shift and press page up on our keyboard, on your keyboard. So right now I have my picture arranged on the background. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open the write-up, go to our resource file, open the write-up. I have this write-up on Microsoft. So what I'm going to be doing is copy the write-up one after the other. So this is the write-up we're going to be using. I'll copy the write-up, go to CorelDRAW, use my test tool. Here is my test tool. Click on the test tool, come to this place and paste. Do you want to maintain? I can say okay. So I have my text on it, so I can change the color to white. Now this is the name of the church. Please, this design is just for educative purpose. Disregard whatever information you see on the design. It's just for a design purpose. Alright, so I'm going to separate the two lines by pressing Ctrl K, pressing Ctrl and K on your keyboard. So I have them separated. The two lines are separated in order to allow me adjust whatever I want to adjust independently. So I'll go to text. I want to change it to capital letter, the name of the church, to a capital letter. So I'll go to change, I'll go to text, change case, then I'll click on the uppercase. Boom. So we have it now on a capital letter. So I'm going to be using a font called Metropolis. Just type Metropolis here, Metropolis, and press enter. If you don't have it, you can also download it on Google. So I can make it bold, then reduce the font size. Now I have it reduced, and also I'll be using the same Metropolis. Yes, reduce the font size. I can use 8. Maybe later, if you find out that the size is small on the design, you can group everything and increase it. So I have the church name bold, and I also have the subtitle under the church name. I can also make it bolder. Yep. So this is the church name. I can increase it from different angle. Now I'm going to be bringing the pictures down in order to allow me put the theme of the program. So what I'm going to do now, just like I said, I have this template I got from FreePix. You can go to Google, type vector templates, then it will bring FreePix. You can see it's FreePix there. So I have it here. So that's the reason why you need Adobe Illustrator on your computer. So right now I'm going to be opening the template I got in FreePix. I'll double click, boom, then open. I'm opening the template in Adobe Illustrator. So right now I'm going to delete all this because we are not going to be using it. All we want to use is the 3D font. The 3D font, that's what we'll be using for the theme. So I'll delete the background. I'll delete some of these effects. We are not using them. Boop. I'm deleting them. I'm deleting all these. I'm deleting them. Deleting. Yep. So now you must have a slight idea about Adobe Illustrator. So right now I'm going to reduce the shadow. Go to appearance, the appearance, scroll down, reduce the shadow. Yes, because this is a template. So now I'll be changing the font to speed. It's loading. Speed Beast Free. If you don't have it on your system, you can download it. So I'll use my test to change this to the theme of the program, which is push. So I'll type push P, then delete push PUS, then H. So this is the theme of the program. I can come to the character to reduce the spacing. I want the spacing to be close. You can use -75. So I have the push close together. So I can come to the envelope type, come to envelope, open the envelope, open it. Yeah, this is what I want to use. In the envelope style, I want to be using arc. So I'll reduce it, reduce. Boom. Yep. So this is actually what I want. And now press OK. So what next? I'm going to export this from Adobe Illustrator to my CorelDRAW. Export right now to our resource file. Go to File, Export, Desktop. Where's our resource file? Resource. Then change the distance to PNG. Remember, PNG comes without background, while JPEG comes with background. So I'll be using a PNG that comes without background. Now I will change the file name to push. Okay, already I have push on it, so I will replace. Boop. Then export. Yes, and I'll say okay because I have push. The resolution is 300. It's okay. And I say okay. Exporting already. Exporting. It's exporting. Taking a little. Boom. It's exported. So I'll go to my resource file. This is my resource file. I'll copy the push. Copy. Boom. Then go to CorelDRAW on our workspace. Then I'll paste. Boom. We have our push, and I'm going to reduce it. Reduce. You can keep reducing until it fits the space. You can do it to fit your space. So I'm still going to edit the contents of our power clipping to drag our picture down in order to create more space for us. Bringing it down, I'll now say finish. Then bring. Now we have the theme of the program. So I'm going to push is an acronym. So I'm going to be putting the full meaning of the push under it. So go to where we have our information. I'll copy. Boom. Copy. Use our text. Paste. Okay, maintain. Good. Right now we are going to put this under push. I'm going to change the font. What font am I going to be using? You can use any font of your choice. What font am I going to be using? You can use any font. I can also use let me see. Okay, I can use Chicago, or I can also use Metropolis. Metropolis is okay. Pray, okay. I can use Metropolis, or you can also get a better font of your choice. But I'll be using Metropolis. Push this up. So we have this. So now we are going to be bringing our writings, some of the tests. Yep, remember we are doing this. So we're doing this. So I'll bring the dates, and the time. Bring it here. Please always remember to save your job when you're designing, because CorelDRAW can be something else sometimes. Okay, go to my desktop, resource file, then I will save. So paste what we have copied already. I'm pasting what we have copied already. Paste. So this is the dates. Let's see. Okay, this is the way we design it, or this is what we are designing. Okay, all right. So okay, I'll break it. Also break this. I'm going to break this too. Yep, delete. Yeah, so 4th to 10th. Oh shit. Yep. So I'm going to break this in order to allow me edit it separately, independently. So I hold down the Control and K on my keyboard. So now it's independently. Now I'm going to draw a right angle. This is the right angle. The edges, I'm going to make the edges of this right angle round. So I will come to this place, change. These are the 4 corners of the right angles, so I will change it to 0.09. Okay, good. The same thing with this, 0.09. Same thing. Good. So I have this. Good. So I am going to be using an eyedrop. I want to use a uniform color. I'm going to be picking an eyedrop. This is an eyedrop, color eyedrop 2. Click on it, then pick a color from this place in order to have a uniform color. Look, click, then push. We now have this. Yes, we have this. Alright, so this is, we've gotten the edges of the right angle to be round, so I can remove this outline by right clicking on this. So now what I need to do is change the font of the date. I'll be using Compactor BT. You can download it if you don't have it. Increase it. Same. Okay, now it's behind it, so what I'm going to do is hold down Shift, page up, and the same thing, I'm going to be using Compactor. Same thing, increase it. page up too by pressing shift and page up on your keyboard. Then this, I'll be using Metropolis on this. We have our Metropolis, make it bold, reduce the font size to about 7 or lesser, shift page up. So yeah, so we are going to be adding the time beneath. I'm also going to be using Metropolis, reduce it and bold it. You can make it 1 line or you can make it 2 lines. So shift page up. For me, I'm going to be leaving it 1 line. Good. So we have our date, but meanwhile this rectangle need to go behind this torn paper. I have to go beyond. So what we need to do now is we have no option than to bring this torn paper out from the power clip. I'll cut it out from the power clip, finish, then paste it. Yes, I'll leave it this way in order to allow us bring it on top of our right angle here. So what I'm going to do is create a right angle tool here. You create a right angle, change the color to black, then hold down your shift and click on the torn paper in order to cut off the edges of the left edges. So by I'll now use a trim to cut it off. Boom. The same thing here. Go to hold down shift and click on the torn paper, then click on trim. Boom. So the same thing under here. Well, increase it. The same thing here. Hold down the shift and this. Boom. So now we have this. So okay, good. It's actually on the right position. It's actually on how we want it. I can increase, group everything together, increase this, increase this. Yeah, nice. That's good. So we're going to be putting this. We're going to be putting this on this side. So I can change my font to compactor. Good. Then break the passover by enter. I'll break them. Break this. Also break this. So right now I'm breaking them independently by pressing Ctrl K on your keyboard. Good. I'll increase this. I have it increase 2. I have it increased, then probably increase the 2 together. Good. Now increased. I can change this 9th. I can use a script. I can use a script font on the 9th. Yes, I'll look for a screen font. Script. Let me use something. Okay, you can look for any script font of your choice. What script font? You can use any screen font of your choice. Okay, I'm looking for a screen font that will suit that place. Okay. Okay, I can use this. Then change it to white. Change this to white too. Then also use this, increase it, reduce it, change it to white. So I'm also going to be creating a right angle. I'll click on the right angle, drag to fit in. Good. So click. We're going to be making the 4 edges round. I'll use 0.09, enter, 0.09, enter, 0.09, enter, 0.09, enter. So now we have the 4 edges round. Now I'm increasing it. I'll right click to change the color of the right angle white. We have the color of the right angle to be white. I'll push it up, push these 2 up, increase these 2 up, so that the date will be visible and bold enough. Good. So we've gotten this. What we need to do is get our other text. Okay, this is the address of the church, so I'm going to copy the address of the program, and all these I'm going to copy them. Copy from the Microsoft, go to CorelDRAW, use this and paste. Boop. Boop. Now I have the address and some other information on our CorelDRAW. So I'm going to break it by pressing Ctrl K, because I want to treat them independently. I'll be using my Metropolis. No, I'll be using Futura. If you don't have it, you can also download it on Google. I'll be using Futura. Okay, this, I think this is okay. Then increase it, increase the font, increase. I can use 24. You can use any font size of your choice. Same here. I'm going to cut this and make it a straight line. Make it a straight line. Boom. Good. So I'm going to make this. I'm going to change this font to Metropolis 2. Maybe use a bolder Metropolis, reduce it, reduce, then centralize. Click on the 2 and press C on your computer, on your keyboard, to centralize. So I have this. So I'm going to make this Sunday Kiss FM bold, or maybe change it. Good. So it's bold. Same with this inspirational FM. I'm going to change it. Good. So let's go to our resource file. We're going to, on our resource file, to get our location icon. I'll drag this. You can also copy. You can also copy and go to your CorelDRAW, then paste. So we have it. I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to reduce. Now it's reduced. So this is showing that the event is happening on this very location. So that's the location icon. Good. So we're going to bring our social media icons too on this. So go to our resource file, copy the Facebook and the YouTube icon, copy. You can click Control, hold down these two, copy, paste on your CorelDRAW. Good. So we have it. We can reduce it, reduce. Now, so we have our YouTube icon on it. and also our Facebook icon on it. So good, we're going to centralize this now. So we now have our address, and also we now have other information beneath the address. So this inquiry, I'm going to be using our shape tool to spread the text. I'm using the shape tool to spread. I'll click down shape tool, click on this icon here, on this point in here, then drag to spread the text on the inquiry. So now we have this. Good. But meanwhile, this is going out of the shape here. So I'm going to, I don't like the color of this. I have to change it to yellow, maybe kind of yellow, but not yellow. I'll come to this place and double click on this place here. Now it will bring out this dialog box. I can come here to adjust. Good. So this is brighter now. I think this is brighter. I love this color. Wow. And I say okay. So I have my design, but meanwhile I don't like the pray until something happens font. So I think I will have to change it to, I'm going to be using beasts. Okay, beast versus predator. Yeah, good. I think I love this font. I'm going to increase to 18, then maybe spread this way, drag it this way. Good. So yeah, increase this, just push it up small so that it won't touch the heads of the picture. So these two, I have to push this. Remember, we are going to put our logo. So what we need to do is edit this clip, edit this content, drag this picture a bit down. Yes, drag it, don't worry, so that we can have enough space to play around. But it's becoming smaller here, then I'll increase small. Alright, good. So I'll bring all this down, bring them down, bring them all down, so that we can create space where we can put our logo. Good. So good, don't worry, we're about to finish the design. We're almost done. So we are going to put our logo right now. Go to your resource file. This is the logo I have. I'm going to copy the logo, copy, come to CorelDRAW, paste. Yeah, paste. So we have our logo here. Centralize. You can drag, you can click on, select everything here, then press C on your keyboard, then drag. Good. Then bring everything down in order to increase our logo. Good. So increase this logo a bit. It's increased. Good. So go to your resource file. I'll drag this. I have this. I downloaded this on the same sites, the free picks. Go to free picks. You can get any template of your choice. Download it, edit it. You need to have a slight idea or knowledge about Adobe Illustrator. So I'll drag. Boop. Wow. So we have our flare here, put it at the edge here, then bring one here to reduce it, bring one here again and also reduce it. So I'm going to change this color, dwelling. I'm going to change the dwelling color, change the dwelling to yellow. Wow. Thanks for watching this interesting video. If you find this interesting, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the notification button in order to notify you when I drop my new video. Thank you. Hello guys, in today's episode of another creative designs, we will be doing a barbecue flyer design. So stick around to the end of this video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell in order to notify you when I drop my next video. So let's hop into our CorelDRAW and get started. Alright, this is our interface and we are going to be doing a professional flyer design in CorelDRAW. This is our profile. We have the color profile here. We have our text, and we have our resource files. This is our resource file. So we are going to copy our resource file, paste them on our interface, and start making our designs. So what I need to do right now, copy. You can drag and copy, and you can also right click and copy. Okay, we have our pictures on our interface. So right now we just need to start working on our designs. Alright guys, you can check the description below to get the resource file. Alright, change the rotational value to 90 degree. Then I'm gonna reduce it. Reduce it. Okay. Going to reduce it. Yep. To blur this background effect, you see blur, select the blur and select the Gaussian blur. Alright, good. So we have this blur. So what I need to do right now is dragging into our workspace, reduce. Okay, I'm going to power clip it into our right angle. So you drag and right click, then release and say okay. Alright, so we're going to edit the power clip. Edit the power clip. So we have our background power clip into our right angle. So what you need to do right now is increase this and hit the P on your keyboard to centralize it and drag it up. So I'm going to remove the outline by right clicking on this white with a strike of red inside. So good. So what I need to do is bring our image in, then shift page up to bring up the image. Okay, good. So these are the informations we'll be using. So this is a tone edge. I'm going to drag it up, page it up, page it up, page it up. Good. Alright, so we have this tone paper. In case you want to change the color of this, you can actually change the color. Alright, but right now we'll be using the white color. So let me bring this up. You can hit shift page up to bring your image up. Alright, good. So bring the shift page up. Alright, you can actually reduce this. Good. Okay, so I'm going to bring in this here. Alright, then shift page up to. Okay, what I need to do right now is I'm going to add a shadow on this tone edge stuff. So I'm going to select the shadow, drag the shadow. I want the shadow to cast downwards, so I can actually adjust the shadow opacity and the shadow's width. So good. So we have this effect right now. So what I need to do is I'm going to change the color of the green black and also change the color of the food white. And I have this my color profile here. So all I need to do is I'll be using this color profile to design this. So what I need to do is I'm going to take these two shapes here, I'm going to take it. So we have this shape here. So what I need to do is use the shape, copy the property of this red stuffs here. So I'll go to edit, copy property from, then I'll hit, you'll see an arrow here, then boop. So I'll do the same with this. edit, copy property from. It will bring a dialog box, so I'm going to be using everything here. Copy and hit the OK. Alright, so we have this grid stuff. So what I need to do right now, I'm going to put a right angle here on the dripping yummy food. So, and I'm going to use the shape tool to curve the edges. When you select the shape tool, just drag it down to reduce, to create a round shape. So I'm going to reduce this. So I'm going to be using the color profile we have here too. Let me bring in the color profile. So I will select my image, then go to edit, copy property from. A dialog box comes up, then hit the OK, then you see an arrow, then boom. Good. So we have our right angle red. So I'm gonna hit the shift page up on my keyboard to bring up the dripping yummy food up. So alright, so we have this right now. What I need to do now, I'm going to double click here to create a right angle on our workspace. So I will double click, it comes up, it brings a fitting right angle on our workspace. So what I need to do, I need this color profile on the right angle on our workspace. So I'll select the right angle here on our workspace and go to edit, copy property from. I'll now hit the OK, then an arrow comes up, then boom, we have this right now on our workspace. Alright, then so we have this, boom. So what I need to do right now is I'm going to edit this power clip, and I want to adjust. I want the shade of yellow to come towards the end, toward the edge of the drill. Yeah, so just increase that area. Boom. So I have this look right now. Okay, fine. Just adjust to suit your design. Adjust to suit your designs. Alright, boom. So I have this. Can actually reduce everything, reduce it, and bring this up. Alright, good. So we have this. So I need to copy this downward. I need to hit the shift on your keyboard and hit this, then copy, then edit again, paste. Alright, good. So I have this. I'm going to flip it vertically. So I'm going to flip this vertically. Alright, fine. So I have this right now. I have the shape here right now. This is what we have. Okay, all I need to do right now is to reduce this here. I'm gonna reduce this. Just drag and reduce. Alright, boom. Reduce, increase. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm going to reduce this. Alright, good. So this is what we have. So what I need to do right now, start fixing my information. So I have this information already here. So I will drag my information in here and shift page up on your keyboard. Alright, so adjust this thumb paper. Alright, good. So this is what we have. So I'm going to bring our delivery in. Alright, good. Shift page up too. Alright, so we have our delivery in. I'm going to change this color to be to white, and I'm going to adjust this a bit. I'm going to adjust the power clip. Alright, good. So we have this design right now. So what I need to do is bring in this information here. Alright, good. So select sheet page up. Bring everything down. So I have this design here. Let me reduce, let me increase this a bit. Alright, good. So what we need to do right now is start power clipping our image. Alright, so go to our resource file. I have this image I got from FreePix. You can go to FreePix and get some template for yourself. So I'll drag this into our CorelDRAW tool. Alright, good. So what I need to do right now, this image, it's on PNG. So all I need to do to change the color is to trace that image and change the color. So I will go to my bitmap, I'll do a quick trace here, hit the quick trace, boom. So I have this traced out. All I need to do now, delete this. I can change my color. All right, good. You can change it to whatever that suits you. Good. I have my color here white, so I'm gonna duplicate this. So what I need to do is go to edit, copy and paste. So I'm gonna increase it a bit, so I'm gonna just slant it. All right, okay. So what you need to do is start power clipping our image inside the shape. So you just go to the object and select the power clip, place inside frame, boom. So we have it placed inside our frame. You can edit the power clip and start adjusting your image. All right then, good. So we have this. I'm gonna bring everything up here. All right, good. So I'll reduce this and I'm gonna duplicate this by holding my right click, drag and drop. Okay, good. So I'll extract this content because I'll be putting another image inside there. So I will bring in this power clip to just drag and place it inside. Good. So I'll start adjusting. Alright, good. So we have this. So I'm gonna copy again and paste. Alright, so we have barbecue chicken. This is a grilled chicken. So I'm gonna extract this, and meanwhile I'm gonna reduce this. Alright, so our power clip inside our shape. So our power clip inside our shape. Alright, so good. Finish the edits. So bring it in here. Please, you can drop a comment on the comment section if there is any area you want us to explain some stuff to you. Alright, so I'm gonna reduce everything and I'm gonna bring it up. Alright, fine. So we have our image power clip inside the shape. So I'm gonna drag this information inside our work area. Alright, okay, you might be wondering what font it is. You call it Exhibitionist. You can download it on Google. It's a free font. Alright, okay, we have it. I'm gonna change everything to white. Good. So I have it white. Alright, so I'm going to bring that every Thursday in here, and I'm also going to change it to white. Alright, so I have it. So I need to reduce it, like I need to shift it inside because we'll be putting our wine in there. Alright, so alright, good. So I'll go and get my PNG wine. I have my wine in PNG, so I'll drag my PNG into my workspace. Then I'm going to reduce it a bit. Okay, alright, so you can see this is what we have in here. I'll reduce this. Alright, so this is what we have here. I'm gonna take this here up, drag it up. Good. So you can drag it up a bit. And also increase this. Alright, so this is what we have here, and we need to put our 30% off. So I'm going to create I'm going to create a cycle, hold down Control to have a perfect cycle, and reduce it. So I'll be using a color profile, the red color profile. So I'm going to go to edit, copy property from, hit, then hit the OK on this. Alright, I have this. So I'm going to add something that look like a page card. So what I need to do right now is get a shape, draw a right angle, then you can convert the right angle, you can right click and hit the convert to curve, and you can also hit the Ctrl Q on your keyboard. Alright, so I have this. I will start adjusting. I'll take this in, out, right click and convert to curve. Okay, make sure that your edges is fitting the cycle. Alright, okay, fine. Alright, good. So I'll do same here. Alright, okay, good. So you can see I have this. All I need to do now is, so what I need to do right now is duplicate the cycle. Just hit the plus on your keyboard, hit the plus on your keyboard. So when you hit the plus on your keyboard, you can see it duplicate. So I will use the shift page up. So I'll be using this intersect. Alright, so I have this my shape here. Boom. Okay, so we have the cycle right now. So what we need to do is create another right angle and use it to cut this part off. So what I need to do is cut these two, bring it down here, adjust it a bit. Alright, adjust. Okay, alright, adjust it. Alright, so hit the color profile, then hit this, trim, do the same here and trim. Alright, so I'll do the same on this red, trim. Alright, so we have this. Alright, you can actually come here to adjust this. You want to adjust the curve. Alright, so this is what we have. I'll be using this red color profile, but I'm going to be changing the colors. So I'll just go to edit, copy property from, then boom, I'll hit this. Fine. So what I need to do, go to the interactive fill tool and start changing the color. I'll be using shades of gray. This gray, where do we shade of gray? This gray too. We're using the shades of gray and shades of white. So I can change this to white and adjust. Alright, boom. So we have this shape in there. So what I need to do is drag it in our workspace. Boom. So take our 30% off. Going to break this apart by hitting the Ctrl K on your keyboard and then shift page up on your keyboard to have that. Alright, then you can actually increase everything. Then I'm going to bring and put your website in there and reduce it. Alright, so we have our shadow on this, but there is no shadow on this. So I'm going to cast a shadow, select the shadow and add a shadow. Just the opacity and can actually adjust the feather. Alright, so boom, this is our flyer. I'll be doing the same flyer design in Photoshop. So if you are conversant with Photoshop, don't worry, I'm going to be dropping another flyer design. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell in order to know when I drop the next video. Alright, stay tuned. I'm still your coach, Crown Jeremiah, and I am the director of CROWNSTAR Smart Creations. So boom, get out. Hello guys, in today's episode of another creative designs, I'll be teaching you guys how to brand your mockup. Alright, so let's get started. This is my artwork. I have the artwork already on my computer. I made this artwork using the CorelDRAW, and also have my printer. I have the Epson printer. Okay, this is an Epson brand. It's L3110. Alright, and I have my mug heat press. Okay, this is a mug heat press, and I will be doing some few settings. You might have these machines and you find it difficult to use them, but in today's episode I'll be showing you how to use your machine. All right, okay, this is an artwork, and we are going to be printing this artwork using the sublimation paper. All right, you can see this is the sublimation transfer paper, and this is the A3 transfer paper. All right, but we are going to be using the A4 transfer paper. All right, so this is the A4 transfer paper. If you watch closely, we have the white area of the transfer paper, and we have the colored side of the transfer paper, but we are going to be printing on the white areas. Okay, we are going to be printing on the white area. All right, so we are going to insert our paper. We're going to insert our paper in the printer. All right, okay, make sure that the white area is facing upward. Okay, so, and we are going to do a few settings. Just go to your file. I'm using the CorelDRAW to print our work. All right, so go to your file and hit the print. All right, so we are going to be using the Epson L3110 series. Okay, and we are going to do a few settings. Just hit the settings here. All right, I'll be leaving it at a high quality, and okay, the setting here is very okay. So just hit the OK and apply, then hit the preview. So why we need to preview your artwork is to see what you're actually doing. All right, so we are going to mirror the artwork. Okay, when you just come to this place, you can see the mirror here. Hit the mirror and adjust. All right, so let's print. Okay, right now you can see our printer is printing our artwork. Okay, you can see the reason why it is taking time to print is because we actually put it on the high quality printing, because we want to have a good print out. All right, so this is the artwork. This is the artwork. Just trim this, trim it out. All right. So this is our mock-up. All right, if you're buying a mock-up in the market, make sure that you're buying the sublimated mock-up. It's a coated mug. All right, if you don't get the coated mug, there is no way you can sublimate on ordinary mug. So this is our printed artwork on the sublimation paper. All right, right now we are going to put the artwork on the mug. Okay, make sure that you are fixing your artwork correctly on the mug. All right, just make sure the mug is properly fixed. All right, then you now use a tape to tape the edge of the artwork properly. All right, so we have our artwork fixed on the mug. So what we need to do now is to turn on the mug heat spread. All right, so our heat mug press is turned on. All right, so you come to this area and just turn it on now. So all you need to do now is to insert you can see you have the sliding stuff here. You can now slide to open and carefully insert your mug in the machine. All right, carefully insert that. All right, so insert and just slide that to close it, to make it firm. All right, we are going to time it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is okay for the mug to be okay. All right, just hit the timing and allow it for 5 minutes. All right. All right, so we have 4 minutes and 15 seconds, so we're about to round up and we will see what our branding looks like. All right. All right, you can now stop that. All right, so and just slide that to open. All right, just hold it at the lid here, don't hold the mug because it's very hot. Okay, just remove that. Wow, so you can see this is our mug cup. You can see how beautiful the mug is. Wow, so you can see this is our branded mug cup. All right guys, so thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and also share. Hello guys, welcome to another interesting episode of my creative designs, and in today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to make a 3D logo designs in CorelDRAW. And if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and also hit the notification bell in order to notify you when I drop my next video. So let's hop into our CorelDRAW and get started. Alright guys, right now we are on the interface of CorelDRAW, and today we are going to be doing something like this. We're going to be doing a 3D logo on CorelDRAW. So without wasting much time, let's get started. I'm going to select my text tool and type A on the keyboard, and we are going to be using the letter A to create a logo on CorelDRAW. So what I need to do, I'll be using a font called Area Round. I'll hit the enter on my keyboard. Good. So I want to cut off this connecting lines between these connecting lines. Okay, what I need to do is pick my right angle, draw a right angle, and change the color to white. Alright, change the color, so drag this up, then curve. I'm going to hit the curve, convert to curve, or you can press the Ctrl Q on your keyboard, or right click on this and select the convert to curve. So I have this here. I'm going to drag it, then remove the outline here, remove the outline, remove this, just bring it down to trying to get the perfect alignment, here. Okay, so we have a perfect alignment. In case your alignment is not perfect, don't worry, you can actually adjust it. So I have this, so I'm going to select the two items and hit the trim part here. So I have the trim parts. Right now you can see that here our line is not actually aligning well. So what you need to do is select your shape tool and double click on this. Your parts will be straight, so do the same here. So I have a path straight on this, so I'll also do the same in case our path is not straight. So alright then, so I have this shape here. So what I need to do is I want to create a design, a kind of design on the edge of this edge here. So I will select my right angle, draw a right angle again, I'll draw a right angle and change it to white. Remove the outline. You can remove the outline by right clicking on this white here. You will see a red strike on the white. You can right click if you don't want the outline. You can left click if you don't want the fill. So I'm going to convert this to curve too. Right click on this shape, select the convert to curve, so we can start adjusting our shape. Do the same here, just reduce a bit. Okay, good. So we have our shape here. So I'm going to right click on this part here and select to curve. Then you will see two arrows, so we can use these two arrows to start adjusting. I will drag this up, drag it up, just drag it up, drag this up. Okay, all right, we have this shape here. So I will select the shape and the two items and hit the trim part. So I have this trim off from the shape. So I'm going to change this color to, let's say, any color of your choice. So I'm going to flip this. You can see mirror horizontally, so I can flip to the other angle. So I will drag this. Just make sure that this very shape is aligning to the edge of your A. As a graphic artist, you make sure you have a perfect alignment when you are designing, especially logo or any design. So I will select the two items and trim parts, the two. So right now I have this shape. So what I need to do is to create another custom shape here. We have to create a custom shape. So I will select my right angle, draw a right angle, and increase this a bit. So change the color to white, then right click here to convert this to curve. Okay, so I'm going to use my shape to double click on this node. We call this node. I'll double click it. So I'll drag this. I'm trying to create a custom shape here. Then I will drag this. Then I will drag this to the center here. So what I need to do is right click on this part and select to curve, drag it up. I'll do the same here to curve too. then drag it up, then I would adjust the side. Just start adjusting to suit your design. So I'll adjust to suit my design. Good. So I have this custom shape here. Bring it down. So I'm going to select these two items. You can select them by hitting the shift on your keyboard, then I'll trim path it. So right now I have this. If you watch closely, I have this path, this custom shape trimmed out of this A. So, but I'm not going to delete this shape. I will use the shape to do another custom shape. So what I need to do is just to reduce the shape here. I want to have a custom shape. Reduce. So I will use my shape tool to adjust this edge. Alright. Okay. So just reduce a bit. Good. So I have this custom shape. I'm going to change the custom shape to white, to black. I'm going to change it to black. So I'm going to select everything. I'm going to select this and wet them together. So I have this shape. So let's create a cycle, an eclipse. So I will come here, select on my eclipse. You can actually press the F7 on your keyboard and hold down Ctrl to have a perfect eclipse. So drag it up, centralize. You want to centralize the shape, the logo inside the cycle. You can just hit the C and the E on your keyboard. Okay, so we have this. Now we have this. I'm going to reduce this to have a 2 lines of the cycle. Okay, reduce a bit. Okay, I have this line. So what I need to do, I want to change this to black, then change the inner cycle to white. So I'm going to trim the parts. Okay, I've trimmed the white out of the black. So right now we have this, shape. So what I need to do right now is select everything and wet them to what we need to do right now to extrude this shape to give us that 3D look. So by selecting, I will come to this place here. You will see extrude, and hit on the extrude and start casting your extrude to the area you want your extrude to fall. So let's change this color so you can see what we are doing. Alright, so we have this. I'm going to adjust the depth here, then adjust the depth. Alright guys, so we have this shape here. So all I need to do right now is to break this shape apart in order to allow us add colors on it, to add colors independently on it. So I'll right click and break extrude group apart. So the logo is break apart. So this is what we have. Okay, all right, I'm going to remove the outline here. Then I'll be using some shade of gold and blue. So what I need to do right now is to select the interactive fill tool, then drag here. By custom, it comes with the ash here and white. So I'll be using a 4 gradient color. So I'll select here, then change it to gold. I'll be using gold, and I'm going to drag another gold here. I'm going to drag the gold. I'm still going to drag another gold to this. So I have this. What I need to do right now is start adjusting our colors. So I will adjust to fit what I have in mind. I will come to this place here. You see the node color. I'll open it, then I'll click this chart here, this very chart, and I'll be using some values. I'm going to drop the values on my link, so go to my link and check the values. So for the cyan I'll be using 0, and for the magenta I'll be using 20, for the yellow I'll be using 60, and for the magenta for the black I'll be using 20. Same here, I'll change the value. For the cyan I will leave it at 17, for the magenta I will leave it 37, and for the yellow I'll be using 87, and for the black I'll be using 37. So we have this color. Same here, I'm going to change the value. So the last color here I'll change the value to. The magenta, the cyan will add 15, the magenta will add 33, and the yellow will add 82, and the black will add 27. Alright guys, so this is what we have. So I can start adjusting this shape here, this color here, just to get what I actually want. So start adjusting it to suit what I have in mind. Alright guys, so this is what we have right now. So I'm going to also change the color of the grid here. So I'm going to select the interactive fill tool. You can hit G on your keyboard, then drag. My custom, it comes with this color, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use the dark one. Alright guys, so this is what we have. Okay, let me remove the outline. Then right click here to remove the outline. So I'm going to create a box, a black box, in order to make the logo come out well. Hit the shift page down on your keyboard. Okay guys, see what we have here right now. Okay, we're getting to the end of this video. So what I need to do now is I'll have to drag this out of this place first. Okay, I want to add a smart fill on this. So how do I do that? I'll draw a right angle here. Okay, come down here, select my smart fill, just hit it. Alright, see what we have here. We have a smart fill. So what I need to do is to remove the outline on the smart fill. Right click on this, then let's return this back to our logo. Okay, you can adjust, or you can adjust. Alright, okay, so we have this. I'm going to change this shape here to white. Just come to this and change to white. Alright, I have this. So I'm going to use my transparent tool here right now. I just want to have a striking kind of effect. Yeah, I can just adjust just to have a striking kind of effect on the logo. Yeah, so it will look as if the logo is cutting off in the middle. So I will adjust my color here. Just come to the interactive fill tool, just adjust it. Alright, okay guys, so this is what we have. So I'm going to be adding a text information, and I'll be writing alpha plus. This is what we are going to be using, alpha plus. And I'm going to be using a font called Metropolis. If you don't have it, you can actually download it from Google. It's a free font. Then maybe use a bold one, use a bolder font. Alright, what I need to do is select my text, my shape tool, then adjust. Alright, then I'm going to hit the Ctrl K on my keyboard to separate the lines. Then I'm going to make this bigger. Alright, I have this bigger. All I need to do now, I want to add an effect on this plus. So what I need to do now, let me change the color to gray. Then I'm going to use, so I'll be adding an effect on this plus. So let me use a gray color here. I'll use a gray color and select the contour. You can see the contour here, then just drag it. Good. So we have this design on it. So I'm going to change the edges to round. I have this, and I'm going to increase the contour layers, and I will have to accelerate the objects. I want to have something. Alright, so I have this design on my plus. So what I need to do right now is ungroup everything. I'm going to break them apart so I can actually treat each object independently. So I have this color, so let's change this to white. Alright, okay, and this still grouped. I'll right click and ungroup. Then this very color, I will be using the color of this gold here of our logo. So what I need to do, I don't need to start adding color from the beginning. All I need to do is just go and copy the properties of this logo and add it. So how do I do that? Come to edit, copy property. So I'll select the face. Since the logo has just a few without an outline, so hit the OK. You will see this arrow here. Just click. So you have this. So I'm going to change the this gray color to white. So I have this white, and I'm going to change our plus to black, but not black. We're not living in a black. We're going to be taking the color of here. We're going to be taking the color of our logo here, and just go to edit, copy property from N, fill, and hit OK. So right now we have this. So I'm going to bring the alpha down here. Bring it down. Alright, then I'll change it to white. Alright, good. So this is what we have here. This is a logo, Alpha Plus logo. Right, this is what we have. This is our logo design, 3D logo design in CorelDRAW. You can actually adjust the 3D, the extrude part here. You can actually adjust the extrude part here. You can use your flow, add something here on the line. You can add something here on the line. So you can see what we have. You can see what we have here. You can actually adjust the color, make it something darker. Alright, okay. You can adjust it here. Good. So guys, this is our 3D logo design in CorelDRAW. So do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Until I come your way again, I am still your coach, Crown Jeremiah. guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Crown Jeremiah and I am the creative director of CROWNSTAR SMART Creations. Welcome to another episode of creative design, and today we'll be designing a letter-headed. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and also hit the notification button in order to notify you when I drop my next video. So stay tuned to the end of this video. So let's get started. Right now we are on CorelDRAW, so I'm going to create a new page. Go to File, New. We're going to name our file as OB Test and Sons Nigeria Limited. We're going to leave it at the custom preset, and the page size we're going to change it to A4. The width, we're going to leave the width the way it is. We're using inches for our design, so I'm going to change it to inches. The orientation, we're going to leave it as portrait. The resolution, we're going to leave it for 300. So I'm going to hit OK. So right now we are on the workspace of our CorelDRAW. So what we need to do, I have the resource file. The resource files are not much, so we'll be doing everything in CorelDRAW. So I'm going to open the information, the write-ups that we are going to be using for our design. So I'll open the information. I have it on Microsoft. So this is the information we're going to be using. We're going to be doing all our designs in CorelDRAW. So let's get started. This is OB Test. I'm going to copy the name of the company, copy, then go to CorelDRAW. I'm going to pick my test tool, then drop it, paste. Yeah, we can maintain, but later we can change the font. Yeah, hit OK. So this is the name of the company. I'm also going to copy what the company is into. So I'll copy this, come to CorelDRAW to click on my test tool, then paste. I'll hit on the paste. So maintain. Right now we have the name of the company and also what the company is into. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this information. Let's bring in our design, the design I did before, so that we can see what we are doing in CorelDRAW. So I'm going to drag this design here. Good. So this is what we are going to be doing here in CorelDRAW. So right now I have my information on CorelDRAW. So we're starting from scratch. We're going to build a logo and also design the write-up. So I have this here. I have the OB test. I'm going to break this by hitting enter on your keyboard. I'm also going to break this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press Ctrl K on my keyboard to break the test. Ctrl K. So I have my tests separated. The test is they are on a different line. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to change the font of OB Test and Sons Nigeria Limited, and I'll be using Century 724 725. So I'll be using this, a bold one. Good. So I have this. What I need to do now is to increase the font size of OB Test. I'm going to increase it, and Sons also with this. I'm going to reduce this. So drag this up a bit. So I have my OB Test. Then I will drag to make it bigger. Good. So I will change this to, I'll be using Avant-Garde. Enter on your keyboard. So I have this font. I'm going to reduce this to reduce. Good. So what we need to do now is to create our logo. We have to create our logo. So let's do the logo. So I'll select the freehand tool. I'll be using the freehand tool to create that logo you're seeing here now. So when I click it, what I need to do now, okay, before I click, I have to drag a line. You can drag a line here so that the shapes will be accurate. So I'll drag this tool here, also drag this here too. So right now we are going to be creating this logo. We're going to be creating this logo. So what I need to do right now is select my freehand tool, then start creating a line. So when I click a line, I will hold a control in order to maintain a straight line. So I'll click control on my keyboard, then click again here. Then don't worry, even if you're not getting it accurately, you can also adjust when you finish. Then go up, go down control so you have a straight line, click, go down control again, click. Good. So we have this shape. So what we need to do now, we have to drag this node here. We're going to drag it a bit down by holding your control. Good. So we have this right now. What we need to do to have the shape, this very logo shape here, see, okay, watch now, this place is a bit slant, so we're going to adjust the shape here. So what I need to do is select my shape tool, click on the edge of this place, drag it a bit down so we can have the lines on the same level. So good. Watch here too. So now we have the lines on the same level. So I will have to reduce this very shape here in order to get a smaller shape inside this big one. So I'll hold down shift and click the edge, drag it down, good. So I have this right now on, I have it inside the bigger one. What I need to do now, click on your shape tool, drag it up to have the same size. What I mean the same size in between, I mean this place here and here to be equal. So right now I have this this looks like O. We're trying to create a logo for Obitex, so this looks like O. Now we've gotten this, I'm going to change my color. Let's use black for now, but we're going to change it later. And the inside we're going to make it white. Don't worry about the color, we can change later. Then we are going to be creating something like this X here, so Obitex and Sons. So we're going to be creating that. So I'll still come here, drag my line here, drag another line here, then I'll start here, boom, hold down your control to get a straight line, then click and good. Now up by holding your control, good. So right now we have this that looks like X. You can change the color. You can also adjust the logo if you wish. So what I'm going to do now is to adjust this to be on the same line with this. So what I do now is go on back on your shape to select these two edges, drag it back. You can actually adjust your logo. Same thing I'm gonna do, same here, adjust. So right now we have our logo. I'm going to increase this a bit. Good. So we have our logo, we have the O and X. So what we need to do now is to change the color of the logo. So I am going to, first of all, I am going to trim out this very shape. I want to have a single shape of this O here. So I'll select this, come to trim, then trim it apart. Now I have my logo as a single logo here. So I want to change the color. What I need to do is click on my interactive fill tool. You can see it here, interactive fill tool, then click on it, drag it. Good. Now we have two colors on the interactive tool. We have the white there and we have the black. So what I need to do is to change the black to a lemon color, just the way we have it here. So click on the black box here on the interactive tool, click on the black box here, come to this place, open this color. So I'll be using this lemon here. I'll be using this color, then click, boom. Here too I'll be using a lighter one, a lighter color. In case you see something like this, if you want to change it to the previous color chart, just the way it is here, you can actually change it. So here I'll be using this color. Good. But I can decide to make this place darker, so go back to this place. So I'm going to change this color chart to this very one in order to allow me mix my color properly. So here I can bring down, click on this place, come to my color charts here, make this place a bit darker. Good. You can see what is happening here. Then drag this down to get a nice gradient. Good. I can now equally change the color here. Come to my color chart, can change it to something of this, just to get a similar thing of the logo we have previously. So something like this. Good. As you can see, we have a black outline on the logo and we don't want that. So what I need to do is click on this, come to this place and right click on this. When you right click, it's going to take off the white outline. So I'm right clicking on this. Wow. So the black outline has gone off. So what we need to do, we don't need to start putting the colors, the same color we have on the O on the X. So what we need to do is to copy the property of the O and apply it on the X. So what do? We will now go to edit. I'm going to copy the property from. So we're going to copy the property of the O. We're going to copy the property of the O and apply it to the X. So I'll copy the property. I'm going to put the outline, although there is no outline here. So in case you have outline, you can also include the outline. So since we don't have the outline, so we're going to do the fill. What we have here is just a fill color. So and I'll hit the OK. So it will bring a arrow like this asking me which of the colors do I want to pick. So what I do is click on this, boom. So this is what we have. So we have our logo. So and also I'll be adding a shadow, a little shadow on this logo. So I will group the logos. I'm going to group the logo by hitting the Ctrl G on your keyboard. Now our logo is grouped and I am going to be adding a shadow. So this is our shadow. So I'll click on the shadow here, then click on our logo, then drag it to the area which we want the shadow to fall or to come out. So here I have my shadow under it. So I'm going to reduce the opacity of my shadow, and also I'm going to reduce the feathering of my shadow. Just reduce it to something unique. You can do it to suit your design. This is actually what I want. Now we have our logo here, so I am going to reduce the logo, bring it on top of right up here, then group everything here, drag it down. Just drag it down. You can put it at the corner, so you can decide to try something. You can decide to try your own design, just do something creative. Reduce the shadow a bit, reduce the opacity, then maybe increase the feather. So we have our shadow. The shadow is there. It might look invisible. By the time you zoom, you will see our shadow. So we have the shadow here, and we also have our OB text on black. So we are going to reduce this here. Reduce. Good. So we have our OB text on black, and we have this. We're going to change this to red. So I'm just going to come here and hit the red. Good. So we have our logo design, and also we're going to do this. We're going to be putting these colors at the edge. So what do? I am going to double click on this right angle, the right angle tool. I'm going to double click it. Fine. And what you do when you double click this, what it does is creates a right angle to fit the page, your workspace, the page of where you're designing your stuff. So I have this. I'm going to drag this up here, drag. Now I have it dragged up here. I am going to curve this right angle in order to allow me edit or maybe change the shape. All you need to do is convert it to curve. So I'll come here, you will see this here, you will see this, and I'll click on the convert here, click on it by selecting your right angle tool, click boop. So right now it is already on curved. What I need to do is come to my shape tool, double click on this edge in order to cut off this edge. Double click. Wow. So this is what we have. I'm going to come to this place and right click on this place. So I want to make this place curved. So I'll right click on this place, then select the curve. I'll hit the curve now. So I have this. So when I have this, I can actually drag this inside. Hold and drag, hold down your left click, then drag it in, drag it in, drag it in. Yeah. So we have this. So you can design something like this. You can also design your own. I have this shape right now on it. And secondly, I want to get the color of this logo. I want my design to be uniform. So what I need to do is come to that edit by selecting this shape, come to edit, copy property from. I'm going to be copying the property from our logo. So copy. Okay, so hit the OK and boom. So if you watch, it has a black outline, and I don't want that black outline. So I'm going to right click on this very color. It shows that no color. Yeah. So I have this my shape here, and I want, if you watch here, you can see a faint lemon color here. So how do we do that? I'm going to come to edit, copy, then paste. So right now we have these two. What I need to do is drag it a bit down. Good. Drag it a bit down, and you can change the color to lemon. You can change it to something like this. So we have this now. So I want this one to go behind the other shape. So I'll press shift and page down on my keyboard. Good. So you see we have this other color behind this very shape. But if you watch here, you can see that this place is not aligning to the first shape. So all I need to do is to click on this shape, come to my shape tool, then drag it up to fit our shape. Good. So it's so simple designing a letterheaded and a logo in CorelDRAW. So I'll have to increase this by holding this. You can see these two edges here. It allows you to adjust the edges. This, yep, good. So I have my shape here, my two shapes. So what I need to do is to group the two shapes, then bring it down. Select these two shapes, click this, click this, then group them by hitting Ctrl G on your keyboard. I have it grouped now. So I am going to drag this down, drag it down, then let's click. You can also copy and paste. So I have it down. What I need to do is to change. I'm going to change the flipping. I'm going to flip it mirror horizontally. So I have it mirror horizontally. I'll come here to flip it mirror vertically too. I have it mirror flip, so I'll drag it up to fit our workspace. Good. Bring it down. Good. So we have this. Now what we need to do is get the address and the phone number. Please disregard whatever information you see on this. This is just for educative purpose and just for design purpose. Disregard whatever information. So we are coming to copy this, the address, the phone number, and the email address. So we'll copy to take it to our CorelDRAW. So I'll paste on our CorelDRAW. You can say okay, then good. So we have this address. We are going to break this address. We want to treat them independently. I'll break it independently by hitting Ctrl K on your keyboard. So right now we have our address and our telephone and email address. So what I need to do is break this here, then I can come to this alignment and I'll be using the right alignment. I'll bring it here, then same here. You can also draw a line to enable you get them on the same alignment, this and also this. Good. So what I need to do now, I will be changing the font style to avant-garde. Good. So you hit the R on your keyboard to align it right. So I'm going to bring this up to change it to avant-garde. Good. We have this avant-garde, so we're going to change. We'll be changing this contact to red. So we have this already. I have this on PDF. I have these icons, the location icon, the phone icon, and the email address icon. So I have it on PDF. CorelDRAW allows you to bring in PDF on your design. So what I need to do is go to our resource file, copy the icon. I'm going to copy the icon here, then come to CorelDRAW, click on hit on paste to bring out this dialog box telling me yes, there's just hit on OK. So good. So I have my icons on it, so I'm going to reduce it here. We have the icon, so I'm going to ungroup this. It's already ungrouped now. Icons. So I'm going to be creating a little line just to add a little design. You can pull down your controls to have a straight line. So we're going to be changing the width of the line. Change the width of the line. We're changing it to, you can use 0.75 point. It's okay, this is fine. So we can bring everything down. Good. So this is our letter-headed design. Let's bring this, select everything, bring it on side, bring it to the other side. So this is our logo. Now if you watch, you will see a kind of gradient background on this. So we're going to be adding a gradient background. So what I need to do is double click on this right angle. When you double click, the right angle fits your working space. So we'll come to this interactive field tool, click on it, drag it here, boom. So what we need to do now is to change the color just like we did before. I'll click on this white here, come to this color here, change it to, you can bring something light, very light, you can bring something light. Good. So click on this black tool. We're going to be changing this black completely to white in order to make it visible, in order to make the text and the logo visible. So come to this place again, change this to white. Good. So now we can actually adjust our interactive field tool. You can also adjust to fit your design. Boom. So this is a simple and a unique letter-headed design. If you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe, share, comment, and also click on the notification button. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.